All right. Your girl back for another one. Like, comment, subscribe. We about to go ahead and get in code vibe. A code vibe. Welcome to Geek World. I don't know. I'm just trying to say some geeky stuff. Anyways, that's not the point. So, Camper Cat wants information about the ninja level of his users when they sign up for his email list. He's added a set of radio buttons and learned from our last session to use label tags for attributes for each choice. Go Camper Cat. Okay. However, his code still needs some help. Change the div tag surrounding the radio buttons to a vil set tag, and then the p tags to a legend. All right, the div tag is going to a field set tag. And where's the other div? There it is. Field set, and then the P's is going to a legend, and then a legend. And there we go. Camper Cat is setting up a Mortal Kombat tournament. Hey, let's go, Scorpion fan. Okay. So, and wants to ask his competitors to see what date works best. Add an input tag with a type attribute of date, an ID attribute of pick date, and a name attribute of date. So, we're going to do input with a type attribute, just like that. Change that to date, space, and then the next one we're going to do is an ID, pick date. And then the last one we're going to do is a name, and it is going to be date again. And of course, you have to have your end tag if I can remember to write it correctly. But there you go. Ooh, almost done. All right, Camper Cat's Mortal Kombat survey results are in. Wrap a time tag around the text Thursday, September 15th. Oh, okay, like superscript. Got it. And add a date time attribute and set it to 2016 9/15. Boom. So wrap a time tag around the text. Maybe I feel like it needs to be here. Just saying. That's a possibility. Okay, so the time tag, and you want it to have a date time attribute of 2016 09 15. And then it goes and ends right here. All right here. All right, there we go. Okay. Camper Cat created a really cool stack bar chart for his training page and put the data into a table for his visually impaired users. Okay. Congrats. The table already has a SR only class, but the CSS rules aren't filled in yet. Give the position an absolute value. The left a -1000 pixel value, and the width and height both 1 pixel value. Okay. So just like this, it said for position, we're going to do absolute. And then for left, we're going to do -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. PX. And then for the width, we're going to do 1 PX. And for that one, the height, we're going to do 1 PX. It's pretty straightforward considering they wrote that first part for us. Shout out, because when you start writing it yourself, it's not as fun. Camper Cat's choice of light gray text on a white background for his recent blog post has a 1.5 to 1 ratio, contrast ratio, making it hard to read. Very hard. Not for me. I see it. It kind of looks cool. But change the color of the text currently from gray to a darker gray. Okay. This one is 636363. You thought that's what they were going to say. Nope, nope. There was no 9. Okay, and Camper Cat is experimenting with using color for his blog text and background, but his current combination of greenish background color with a maroon text color has a 2.5 to 1 contrast ratio. You can easily adjust the lightness of the color since he declared them using CSS HSL. He used saturation lightness. By changing the third argument, increasing the background color lightness the value from 35% to 55% and decrease the color brightness value from 20% to 15%. This improves the contrast to 5.9 to 1 ratio. So I seen a 55%. Nope, that one's going to 55%. And then that 20% is going to 15%. Then boom, shaka laka laka boom. Camper is testing different styles for an important button, but the yellow background color and the green text color are neighboring hues on the color wheel and virtually indistinguishable for some colorblind users. Yeah, that says delete internet. Yep, that's what it says. That's no. Whoa, I see why that's a danger now. Don't delete the internet. Their similar brightness fails the contrast ratio check. Check the color, the text color, and the dark blue to solve both. Change the text color. Let me see. Text color. And let's make it red. Okay. Yep. I did that. I did do that. That's not bad. But it says, wait, change. Okay, never mind. They want us to change it to dark blue. It was fun while it lasted, 003366. Boom. Why is it not changing? I mean, oh, yeah, okay. Okay, give me a break. Okay, I'm so used to seeing them turn a different color in my IDE editor. That didn't look right to me. I was like, something's wrong with my code. Okay, the link text that Camper Cat is using is not very descriptive without the surrounding context. Move the anchor A tag so they wrap around the text information about batteries instead of click here. All right. So here's what I'll do. I just cut that out. And it said information about batteries. There you go. There you go. Text. And then paste. I love cut and paste. All right, Keyboard Camper wants the links around the 2 blog article titles to have keyboard shortcuts so his site's users can quickly navigate to the full story. Yay. Add an access key attribute to both links and set the first one to G for Garfield and set the second one to C for Chuck Norris. Mhm. 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 Let's go ahead and add it right there. Access key to which one? Okay, G for Garfield, and then C for Chuck Norris. Haven't heard that name in a minute. I remember my grandma used to watch that show. I think it was like Texas Ranger or something. I don't know. Camper Cat created a new survey to collect information about his users. He's spying. He knows input fields automatically get keyboard focus, but he wants to make sure his keyboard users pause at the instructions while tabbing through the items. So add a tab index attribute to the p tag. Let's go ahead and put it in there. And we're going to set it to focus. Just like that. Oh, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I was supposed to set that to 0. My bad. Reading too far into the future. Bonus, use the tabbing since pseudocode focus to work on the P tag. Okay, there it is. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, okay, okay. Something different. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, okay. That may do it, you know. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know where it's supposed to do it. Again, I haven't used tab index before. That's not something I've used. But hey, that's the point in all these free resources. You learn something new everywhere. Vape time. All right. Camper Cat has a search field on his inspirational quotes page that he plans to position in the upper right corner with CSS. He wants the search input and submit input form controls to be the first 2 items in the tab order. Add tab index attribute to set 1 to the search input and tab index attribute to set 2 to the submit input. So I would be tab index equals 1, tab index equals 2. Maybe that might work a little better. Oh my gosh, we're done. We're done. Dude, like we're done. So, okay. We basically completed all of this today, and why not? Let's go ahead and go on into this one. You know, let's have a little fun. Let's go. Let's do these little 4 exercises. And it's media queries. I definitely need help with this. Okay. So let's go. Add a media query so that the p tag has a font size of 10px when the device height is less than or equal to 100px. So it's going to be like add media maxed with. Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. But I think, yeah, I was right already. So I said 800px. And then you're gonna do, it said, so the p tag, yeah, that looks right, that looks right, that looks right. So the p tag, what you wanted to have, a font size of 10 pixels. That sounds really tiny. Oh, mm, I wonder, do I have to do max height 800 pixels? That doesn't look right. It really doesn't look right at all. I'm just saying, like, we're just gonna throw that out there. That super doesn't look right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this right here. Let's just cut this bad boy down. Let's just cut it down in size, and then I'm pretty sure it's a I'm pretty sure it's an easier way to do this where they're both inside. It said because it says for the P tag is less than or equal to 800 when the that's why. Okay, never mind. Okay, I see what I did wrong. It's supposed to be height, not a width. That'll work. Cool beans. Okay, so add the style rules to the responsive image class to make it responsive. It should never be wider than its container, in this case, its preview window, and it should keep its original aspect ratio after you have added the code to resize. So that looks right. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Up, halfway done. Ooh. Set the width and height. Okay, so that's 2 width and height. Gotcha. Of the image tag to half of their original values. In this case, both the original height and the original width are 200 pixels. So, I mean, you could just do width like that equals. But I wonder if it wants us to do it that way. I mean, because you could just do width equals 100 pixels and then height equals 100 pixels. And you can do it that way, or you can go up here, you know, and you can go image and then go same thing. Width is 100 pixels. Height is 100 pixels. So either way will do, but most likely they're wanting you to do it because most people don't code in like here, I'll show you. So like it still worked that way, but you see in the example over here, they want you to put it inside the style elements because most of the time you're gonna have it in your CSS anyways, and it just writing it in the styles while you're learning HTML gets you ready for when you need to have your CSS document outside of it. So, for example, which one am I going to show you? I don't think this one has any CSS documents. Oh, yep, there's one right there. So like you see, like this is how CSS is written. It still looks the same. It still give you that ultimate, like look of everything, but most of the time your media queries are at the bottom. So like and you can write it this way, you can write it the way, media max width, blah blah blah, but like it's pretty much the same thing. Like it's the same thing. It's just showing you how to write it before you start moving it to this area here. Okay. And for the last one, set the width of the H2 tag to 80% of the viewport's width and the width of the paragraph to 75% the viewport's smaller dimension. So I'm just going to put a little space in between there. Yeah, okay. Set the width of the H2 width to 80%. All right. And width of the paragraph. So now you're going to go with the paragraph, and the width of that it's going to be 75%. Just like that. On them up. Am I tripping? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So that's viewport width. Okay. Cool. See, and like V-min. Okay. And see, these are different. Viewport minimum 70% smaller than device. Okay. And that's it. So we have completed, let's just go, let me hit submit first. But we have completed the applied accessibility as well as the responsive web design principles. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to your girl, and y'all have just visited Geek World. Hope you have fun, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.